Hello everyone, welcome to Business School 101. Have you ever wondered how companies collaborate to enter new markets, develop products, or expand their reach without merging entirely? The answer often lies in a business arrangement called a joint venture. But what exactly is a joint venture, how does it work, and what are the benefits and challenges? In this video, I'll explore these questions with you. Section 1. What is a joint venture? A joint venture, JV, is a business agreement where two or more parties, usually companies, agree to pool their resources for a specific project or purpose. Each party retains its individual business identity but shares ownership, risks, and rewards of the venture. Joint ventures are often formed to combine expertise, access new markets, or share the costs of large-scale projects. One of the most well-known joint ventures in business history was Sony Ericsson, formed in 2001 between Sony, Japan, and Ericsson, Sweden. The goal was to combine Sony's expertise in consumer electronics with Ericsson's leadership in telecommunications to create mobile phones under the Sony Ericsson brand. The partnership allowed both companies to leverage their strengths and gain a competitive edge in the mobile phone market. Section 2. Types of joint ventures. Joint ventures can take various forms. Here are two common types. Number 1. Equity joint venture. In an equity joint venture, each party contributes capital and resources in exchange for equity shares in the new entity. Both companies own a portion of the joint venture and share in the profits and losses. For example, General Motors and Shanghai Automotive Industry Corporation, SAIC Motor, formed an equity joint venture in China to manufacture and sell cars under the Buick, Chevrolet, and Cadillac brands. Both companies share ownership and profit from the partnership. Number 2. Contractual joint venture. In a contractual joint venture, companies collaborate without creating a separate legal entity. Instead, they work together based on a contract outlining their roles, responsibilities, and profit-sharing arrangements. For example, NASA and SpaceX collaborate on space missions through a contractual joint venture, where NASA contracts SpaceX for launch services without creating a new company. Section 3. How do joint ventures work? Joint ventures involve a formal agreement where the parties define the terms, roles, and responsibilities of each participant. Here's a breakdown of how joint ventures typically work. Step 1. Establishing the purpose and goals. Before forming a joint venture, both parties need to agree on the specific goals and objectives they want to achieve. This could range from developing new products, entering foreign markets, or conducting research and development. For example, when BMW and Toyota formed a joint venture, the goal was clear: to develop hydrogen fuel cell technology by combining their expertise in engineering and sustainability. Step 2. Defining the structure and ownership. Once the purpose is established, companies must decide on the structure of the joint venture. In an equity joint venture, this involves determining how much each party will invest and what percentage of ownership each will hold. For example, in the joint venture between Tata Motors and Fiat, Tata held a larger share of ownership because it contributed more local expertise and market access in India, while Fiat provided automotive technology. Step 3. Allocating resources and expertise. A crucial aspect of joint ventures is the pooling of resources. Both parties contribute assets, which could include financial investment, technology, intellectual property, or human resources. For example, Intel and Micron Technology formed a joint venture called IM Flash Technologies to manufacture flash memory chips. Intel contributed its technological expertise, while Micron provided manufacturing capabilities, creating a balanced partnership. Step 4. Establishing governance and decision-making processes. This step includes establishing a board of directors, setting up management teams, and deciding how decisions will be made. Clear governance structures prevent conflicts and ensure that both parties have a say in the venture's strategic direction. For example, in the Sony Ericsson joint venture, both Sony and Ericsson had equal representation on the board, allowing them to share control over key decisions like product development and marketing strategies. Step 5. Managing financials and profit distribution. Joint ventures require clear agreements on how profits and losses will be shared. Typically, these are distributed in proportion to each party's equity stake. It's also critical to determine how ongoing operational costs, such as salaries, marketing, and production, will be covered. For example, the Volkswagen and Ford joint venture in electric vehicles clearly outlines that both companies will share profits from the sales of the jointly developed EV models, based on their respective investments and contributions. Step 6. Handling risks and exit strategies. companies need to establish risk management strategies and contingency plans in case the venture encounters financial or operational difficulties. Additionally, the joint venture agreement should include clear exit strategies, detailing how the parties will dissolve the partnership if necessary. For example, the GE and General Motors joint venture to develop hybrid technology included clauses that allowed both companies to exit the venture if the market for hybrid vehicles failed to grow as anticipated. Step 7. Performance monitoring and adjustments. Throughout the life cycle of a joint venture, both parties need to monitor its performance to ensure it's meeting its objectives. If the venture is underperforming, adjustments can be made to strategies, resource allocation, or operations to improve outcomes. For example, the Nestlé and Coca-Cola joint venture, Beverage Partners Worldwide, underwent several strategic adjustments over the years to adapt to changing market conditions before it was eventually dissolved in 2017 due to shifting consumer preferences. Section 4. Benefits of joint ventures. Joint ventures offer several advantages for companies looking to grow and expand. Number 1. Access to new markets. Joint ventures are often used to enter foreign markets by partnering with local firms that understand the region's regulatory, cultural, and business landscape. Number 2. Shared costs and risks. Large projects often come with high costs and risks. By forming a joint venture, companies can pool their resources and share the financial burden. Number 3. Combining expertise. Joint ventures allow companies to combine their expertise, creating synergies that would be difficult to achieve individually. Section 5. Challenges of joint ventures. While joint ventures provide many benefits, they also come with potential challenges. Number 1. Conflict of interests. Partners may have different strategic goals or priorities, which can lead to disagreements on how the joint venture should operate or evolve. Effective communication and clear governance structures are essential to mitigate these conflicts. For example, the joint venture between Microsoft and General Electric, GE, to develop cloud-based healthcare software dissolved after both companies realized their strategic goals were misaligned. Microsoft focused on expanding cloud solutions, while GE had different long-term objectives, leading to friction and eventually the dissolution of the partnership. Number 2. Cultural differences. When companies from different countries or industries form a joint venture, cultural differences in management styles, decision-making processes, and business practices can lead to misunderstandings and inefficiencies. Bridging these gaps is crucial for the success of the venture. For example, the joint venture between Daimler and Chrysler faced significant challenges due to differences in German and American corporate cultures. These cultural clashes in management style and decision-making contributed to the eventual failure of the partnership. Number 3. Shared control and decision-making. In joint ventures, partners typically share control over key decisions, which can create delays or disagreements, especially if one party wants to take the venture in a direction the other does not agree with. Clear governance and conflict resolution mechanisms are necessary to keep the venture on track. For example, the joint venture between Sony and Ericsson for mobile phone development faced challenges as both companies struggled to agree on future strategy and product development, ultimately leading to Sony buying out Ericsson's stake and ending the partnership. Section 6. Summary. To sum up, a joint venture is a strategic arrangement where companies pool resources, expertise, and capital to achieve shared goals. It's critical for entering new markets, sharing costs, and combining specialized knowledge, offering a valuable path to growth and innovation. Managing challenges like conflicts and shared control is key to ensuring success. Alright, that's all for today's topic. If you have any questions or thoughts, feel free to leave a comment below. I hope you found this video helpful. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more business insights. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.